Well, hello, lords and ladies. Good morning, Liam. Cheers, buddy. Alright, from what I remember yesterday, we need to get our butts over to turning this down. We need to not have that many storage things. That's fine. That's better. A few more. Got a few more. Those. If I remember, we don't have. Gonna do something there. What are they doing there? Thermals. Okay. Yeah. That's just holding on to our thermals. That's for the other. I wish, man. That's the other smelters. Actually, we should put thermals over here. We really should put thermals over here. I need to finish up this dump line. You're looking good. You're looking good. We have our warpers. That's what we gotta go put online. Oh, I do have some. There. But there's no line. Nope. What? Me playing this game? Probably not. Be nice if it did, though. We need more storage. Let's go to Mark. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't mind if it did. I'd love to see those numbers climb a little higher, but like I said, we're doing just fine. Okay, let's head to the other planet. Why do I not have? Sure, I just clicked. You know. But we're rocking and rolling. We're doing all right. Doing all right. But we need to go get spacers on our warpers online because we need that stuff to start shipping over to. Which game? This game? I like it. I'm a fan. But I like a lot of games. So, but I like the building genre. I am a fan of it. It's very nice. You're gonna be short on oil because actually I have. I loved the first one. I hated the second one. I have not played though with all the extensions and everything like that. Like I got into a little bit. I think I did the first part of the first where you can start like reshaping dinos and stuff like that. Be more aggressive, less aggressive. It was a little weird, but clearing this out. But yeah, I love the Jurassic World Evolution stuff. It's fantastic. Well, in Jurassic World Evolution, in my humble opinion, the second one had the same issue that Two Point Hospital had. So I played a lot of Two Point Hospital, which I'm a very big fan of. I never played Planet Coaster. I'm not a big roller coaster person. Planet Coaster never really did it for me. But yeah, I mean that's yeah, see that. But you know, Jurassic World Evolution 2, like I said, had the same issue that Two Point Hospital had when they made Two Point Campus. And that's, you know, the first Two Point Hospital, all the things you did before mattered, right? It was, I don't know if I have enough of these. Right, so it was compounding where you're making like the progress from the previous hospitals, and you can go back and use the previous hospital to help advance your current hospitals. And so all your hospitals felt connected, right? Same thing with Jurassic World Evolution, right? Everything felt connected, right? You were each stage that you went to, you had the progression and all that stuff from the previous stage. And I love that. Instead of, you know, I think there was 5 islands or something like that. It made it all feel like kind of like one island that you're just setting up different theme parks in different parts of the island. Jurassic Evolution 2 it missed that mark. It missed that sense of progression that you felt when you played the first one. Which is sad because I like that sense of progression. A lot. That's why I like to play those games. Is because of the sense of progression. And yeah, it was just not. Didn't have the same feel to it. I wonder if I could spruce these bad boys up. So it's kind of a shame, you know. It's kind of a shame. But it's why I don't play that game anymore. I'll still play local. I'll still play Jurassic World Evolution, but I won't play the second one. And we will get into those for sure. We'll get into those, more of those, and that's I like those type of games. I love building games. Obviously, I love building games. To me, it's like a puzzle, and I love puzzles. I'm a big puzzle person. And we have none of these. Oh, we're getting 100. Okay. And so, games like this, to me, it's a big puzzle. Like, I don't need to be fully optimized, and I don't need to be, you know, but I like arranging the pieces. But I do love some good single-player story. And I don't have enough. Okay, I gotta go back. I was thinking about grabbing more matrices, but I was like, nah, I should have enough. And, well, as you can see, I was incorrect. But yeah, I loved Red Dead Redemption 2. That was a fantastic single-player story game. We're going to be playing the Homeworld series, which is a single-player story game. I mean, it's almost all story. And and it's an old game. They well, we're going to play the remastered, of course. We're not playing the original, which was released, I think, in either early 2000s or late 1990s. For the first one. I remember playing the first one in high school, which would be early 2000s. Oh, it's fantastic. And it's got a fantastic story. Back when the stories, like, they couldn't do a lot with stories because obviously the animations and stuff like that were not the same as they are now. And even though they remastered the story, it really is almost identical. Why is there just 2 chests? It's almost identical to the original story. So it's pretty fantastic. It's the first, as far as I know, it's the first game that introduced 3-dimensional movement in combat in space. And I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, it's one of my favorite. It's got to be one of my favorite games of all time. And the first one they did was fantastic. And usually a sequel usually is not as good as the original, but it was just as good as the original. Like, they took what worked in the original and they made it better. And it was like, wow, that's unusual. And yeah, it was just fantastic. And again, great story. So it kind of, and we got to do all 3 games. The Desert, so it goes in series of release. It goes Homeworld 1, Homeworld 2, then Desert of Iraq, which is kind of a prequel. Homeworld 1, Homeworld 2. And I gotta say, that one wasn't nearly as good as Homeworld 1, Homeworld 2. Not nearly as good. It was a big letdown, which kind of worries me because they're getting ready to release Homeworld 3 in March. So right around the same time as we're going to be playing Scorched Earth, they're going to be releasing Homeworld 3. And that just might be a 24-hour get-it-done stream, because I might not want to stop streaming. Once that releases, I might get on and just say, we're staying, I don't care what time it is. We're going to see this through. If it's good. But I'm scared to death that it's going to come out terrible. So, ooh, that's good. I like I like those series. That's a good series. I think we're looking at all the Assassin's Creeds coming up soon. But I'd be happy too. So it's funny. I have a couple tattoos. You can't see them obviously, but it's funny because since we were in high school, my best friend, who's also got the same name as me, he's always been Superman. I've always been Batman. So I have a spot where I could get the Batman. I've been debating getting the Batman logo on my back. You know, the Batman sign on my back. I just not sold on it. But yeah, that's the way it's always been for him and I. He's always been Superman, I've always been Batman. So it's kind of, kind of funny that you said you're going to play Batman. Still a fantastic series, though. Oh, crap. What am I doing? I can't. I keep forgetting these don't, you can't copy these. Because they're stacked. Oh, wow, we're out of... Why are we out of... What is going on? What in the name of Pepe Le Pew is going on? As you should. I think those games work the best when they're in chronological. Oh wow, we're pumping. We're pumping. Why is there a gap here? You have coal, right? You use a pumping. I think it just needs to get flushed out. I think we're just not flush yet. Which happens. Well, I don't know if it's that they prefer it, but I think it's one of those things that, you know, I don't know, actually. I was trying to think of a good definition of why it would be pertinent, but... Well, it's sometimes... Oh, so here's why they would do it, right? Is because game developers are trying to release a story, right? They're building for a lot of games, not all games, but in those type of games, they're building a story, right? And so they could be wanting to see what the story is like as the developer of the game intended. There you go. That's yeah, I always do things in chronological. I don't like things not in chronological. But again, that's just me. I'm weird. Okay, you are gonna be read science, and it looks like medical notes. Oh, and we gotta do this. We gotta do this. Luckily, the next version only needs. Oh. What am I doing? I have no clue. Oh, well, no, that ain't gonna work. How am I gonna find power here? I was gonna get interesting here. Because this is gonna need the third one. Oof. Probably put that on the outside, that on the inside, right? Because this is straight up one. Ooh. Yeah, that would work. Be using a lot of chips for this. That I don't. Well, for the initial, yeah, it'll be. This is like this. How am I gonna get power? How am I gonna get power? Well, and so, yeah, well... Can't get power. Be able to? No. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to put a little bit of a gap in here, which is fun. all they want to do is to take this and say, hey, instead of put a little gap in there. Put a little gap in there. Cute. So it means less of these. Although not many. I think we might have lost just one there. Well, it's some... You know what? Here's the thing, right? Like, sometimes as a content creator, right, we gotta play things we don't like to play, right? To showcase... if it's good or bad, right? Because that's kind of our job, right? We're the ones out there letting people know that, you know, hey, this is good, this is bad, this is. But I never go based off of what like a magazine or IGN or, you know, even another YouTuber or content streamer says about a game. Because obviously they don't know my preferences, I don't know their preferences, right? And so I like to do it as, you know, dark, what? Where? Home in 1. Oh, we gotta get to home in 1. What is going on in home in 1? Wrong button. And warp gauge, warp drives engaged. Yeah, you know, well, and I don't trust review reviews on stream. Good morning, Zimcolo. For the same exact reason, right? And there's been instances where people have tried to snipe games out, like other developers. From what I've been told, I've never seen it firsthand, but from what I've been told, other streamers will have their people come in and just negatively review bomb a game that's their competitor. I don't know if that's 100% true or not, but we got injured. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things that I try to be very, very open about. Games, especially if I've never played them before. Well, I don't think. Well, I'm sure. You know. You know what they say. Money talks. You know what I mean? I'm sure if a developer pays them enough, you know. But what do I know? Engage. Don't know if I like. No, they still. Well, they're not even. They're not. You don't have to buy it to review it, or they might just have it on a dummy account, or there's ways around that. You know what I'm saying? There's always ways around all that stuff. I'm a little far out. Oopsie. Yeah, but you know what but you get what I'm saying. And sometimes it's worth the $40 if you can potentially cripple your competition. You know what I mean? To have it so they lose thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're really off today. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hit our break. I know the times are a little off, because of when I started, but I will do my best to keep it on track for our normal break schedules, guys. So yeah, let's get up, use the bathroom, grab something to drink, do what we gotta do, and we'll be back at 5.